Inequality in London is on the rise. With the gap between rich and poor increasing, many have called for reforms from both the government and the commercial sector. Outside Topshop's main branch on Oxford Street, protesters called for the cleaning and floor staff to be paid a fair income.
We've pulled off this rowdy demonstration here. We've managed to close the shop for about half an hour now. And we'll be back as many times as it takes really until Topshop does the right thing and pays all its workers the real London living wage of £9.40 per hour.
We asked Susanna, a cleaner at Topshop, why she was risking her job to support the protest.
Topshop has hired a cleaning company which doesn't respect us people and who doesn't value us. We've got the same rights and needs as everyone else. We need a living wage to lead a dignified life.
In response to demands for better pay, Topshop offered £7.50 per hour, 30p above the newly introduced national living wage. The cleaners explained why they rejected the offer.
Those people probably lead a very comfortable life if they hold opinions like that.
People have got a right to live and work in dignity and to earn a decent wage while they do it. End of story.
Arcadia gave us this statement.
At Arcadia, we value and appreciate our staff and are proud of the contribution they make to our business. In the interests of transparency and in response to some factually incorrect allegations made by United Voices of the World, we wish to confirm that all our employees are paid hourly rates which are legally compliant. In central London, we currently pay rates well above the UK government's national minimum wage. For us, it is essential to remain competitive and in line with other major retailers to attract, grow and retain the best people.
Philip Green, the chairman of Arcadia Group, has also been accused of not paying his fair share of tax. Arcadia is owned by his wife, who is based in Monaco.
These are very rich people that use these tax havens who are obviously threatening everything they can to try and keep the sort of sweet tax arrangements that they have. If you travel along the Central Line, you go through the City of London where life expectancy is 89 years and you get to Whitechapel where it's 76 years. It's actually about poorer people living shorter, unhealthier, unhappier lives, and that's why it's such a scandal.
With recent controversy over George Osborne's budget and the proposed cuts to welfare, we spoke to disabled activists on how they believe the government's austerity has created a more unequal society.
They've widened the poverty gap enormously. The effect on disabled people in the UK has been catastrophic, which is laughably immoral. What kind of country are we living in where these things are happening? The things have gone so beyond the pale, it's just out of control.
The abolition of disability living allowance and being replaced by personal independence payments, and those represent a loss of over £2 billion to disabled people because it has a much harsher test.
A system essentially where 1% of the population has managed to not only monopolize the wealth, but to use that wealth to buy political power to create even more wealth. And it's a vicious circle that we have to break. They're not removing the debt. They're shoving the debt onto the weak and vulnerable.
Despite these challenges, inequality can be beaten.
We need to make sure that we're getting the right investment in the sort of the things that everybody needs just to have a fair start in life. So good schools, good hospitals. If we had some kind of agenda like that and it was followed through, we could do quite a lot to close the gap between the rich and the poor.
There are so many people left at the bottom that are going without. If we don't come and do something about this, we have nothing left to fight for. You've already taken everything, so we have to be here doing this now.